So really quick, I want to talk to you about this idea of Jesus is coming soon being used as a motivation or even a scare tactic for people to clean up their life. Now, first of all, if you think about it, people have been saying that Jesus is coming back soon or the end is near for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. If you look at historically, I think in Christopher Columbus's day, they were saying the exact same thing they're saying now. Oh, look at the world, oh, things are horrible, this is the end, Jesus is coming soon. And they've been wrong, and I believe they're wrong now. I don't think Jesus is coming back in my lifetime or anytime soon. But using that logic and using that as a motivation, it's just wrong, and it presents the wrong image of Christianity and of the scriptures. Because when you say to someone, Jesus is coming soon, therefore you better clean up your life, and everybody who's said that for the past 2,000 years, with the exception of the biblical writers, because they had something different in mind, and I'll get to that, but everyone who's said that over the past hundreds and hundreds of years has been wrong. Jesus didn't come back. And so that is a motivation. It really chaps my hide when people say that. Oh, you better clean up your life. Jesus is coming back soon. The motivation to love and honor God the motivation to obey God is out of love for Him. And there's an aspect of that, of being rightfully afraid of the judgment to come. But it has nothing to do with whether or not Jesus comes back in our lifetime. We are all frail and fragile, and even the healthiest person could die within days from an infection. So that's the reality of life. We are to remember that our lives are frail, and it is appointed for man once to die and then the judgment. So there's no need to get into this idea of Jesus coming soon in reference to a motivation for someone, because it gives them a bad taste in your mouth when Christians have been saying that for a long time and Jesus hasn't come back. Now, when the biblical writers say Jesus is coming soon, He did come back soon in their generation in judgment on Jerusalem. When we look at the scriptures, the New Testament scriptures written 2,000 years ago, and the writers say Jesus is coming soon, they are right. That's not incorrect. It was soon to them. He came back in judgment, and we have to get into that another time. But when we say today Jesus is coming soon, we are not talking about what they were talking about. We're talking about the final coming of Christ, which will happen when the gospel has spread and the nations have been converted and the Great Commission has been complete. So if you hear someone say, maybe you've said Jesus is coming soon, it's time to clean up our act. That's not a biblical motivation for holy living, and it's not a biblical motivation to get other people to clean up their lives. Jesus coming soon is not biblical in the sense that we are using it. I don't want Jesus to come back soon. I want the message of the gospel to spread. I'll get into that in another video, but let's not use that as a motivation to others, because it's really erroneous and it really paints a bad picture of Christianity. When Christians have been saying this for generations and generations, Jesus is coming soon, and He hasn't come back. So let's stop saying that, because it's not biblical, and it gives the wrong message to other people. The truth of the scripture, the truth of the gospel, the truth of the law and of grace and of what Christ did is enough for people to be changed. So we don't need to bring in this erroneous idea and these speculations that have been wrong so many times to try to get people into the kingdom. It doesn't make sense. So that's my first thought on, is Jesus coming soon? I'll have another one up here in a couple days or so. Alright, take care.
Something's waiting in the bushes of love. Every day I worry all day about what's waiting in the bushes of love. Something's waiting.